The race was good because I learned a lot. It was a little bit of a bummer because the motor broke, and I wanted to finish the whole race. But you know, all in all, everything's all good.
So that, because you said that, that kind of wrapped up a lot of my questions. So like, why did you do this? Like, you could have done this. Like, you didn't have to do this. But
That's
why
right.
did you?
I did it because Brett Hearn asked me to do it, and I admire him. He's very nice to me. And when he said, "Kenny Wallace, will you come up to the big show in Albany, Saratoga, New York?" and I'm like, Brett Hearn is asking me to come to, you know, something he wants to do. So I've always admired him. He's very nice, and so that's why I came. I came for him, and now I met you, and now we're friends.
So do you know anyone that is battling?
Well, you know, I do. My crew member, a man named Don Schomburg, his wife, has the start of Alzheimer's. And because of that, he can't help me anymore because he has to keep an eye on his wife. I went to his house, and he has little Post-it notes everywhere, all over the house, to remind her. You know, she gets out of the car, she reads things. He puts these little yellow Post-it notes all over the house to stimulate her brain. So yes, it's a cruel disease because it cripples you minute by minute as it goes on and on. So it's sad. Yeah.
So what got you started in racing and like how?
Well, I was born in a racing family. My dad, Russ Wallace, my dad raced for a hobby, and he won a lot. And so there's just three of us boys. There's Rusty Wallace, Mike Wallace, and I'm Kenny. So we're boys. So naturally we did what my dad did. I always tell people that if my dad would have been a fisherman, we'd have fished. But my dad raced cars on the weekends for a hobby, and he was good at it. So that's why we raced, because my dad did it.
So what was your favorite race out of everything, and where was it?
Well, that's a tough question. I'll do my best. You know, I was lucky enough to win 9 NASCAR Xfinity races, so that's a highlight in my career. But I think there's 2 races that really stand out to me in my career, and I didn't even win. One was me and my brother Rusty Wallace in 1998. You weren't even born. In 1998, me and my brother Rusty finished first and second in the 1998 Bud Shootout at Daytona. That was big. Because that night we went to eat, it was on the TV, you know, Wallace Brothers finished 1-2. That's kind of like a dream come true at Daytona Speedway. You know? Then probably myself and Dale Earnhardt Sr. running first and second at Talladega. So it's kind of weird that some of my favorite races I didn't even win. I run second to some of the greatest drivers in the history of racing. But yeah, it's weird. My 9 Xfinity wins, I won about 100 dirt racers or so, but none of the wins, it's some of those races that were pretty cool.
So what was your favorite car that you ever raced?
My favorite car that I ever raced? You know, when I look back on it, when I ran the Xfinity Series, we had a car that we nicknamed Bobby Brown, and God, that car was so good to me. It was a sweet car. The seat was good, it handled good, got a lot of good wins with that car.
So why is your number 36? If you could pick any number.
Yeah, really good question. So, my mom told me this, and she suggested that I run 36. Listen to this. I'm the 3rd son. There's Rusty, Mike, and I'm Kenny, so that's the 3rd son. I'm the 6th racer of the Wallace family. Oh, there's more. There was my dad, my Uncle Gary, my mom, Rusty, Mike, and me. So that's 3rd son, 6th racer. My mom came up with that, so that was pretty good. The other one is I was born in 1963, so backwards. It's just a good number. My dad was number 36 years ago, when he drove somebody else's car. His number's always been 6. Rusty was 66, Mike was 6, 36.
So what's your favorite track that you've run on?
The proper answer to that is the next one. But I would have to say the track that made me successful was probably Richmond, Virginia. I won 3 NASCAR races there. I understood that track.
So this is my final question. This, I don't really care about the answer. What's your favorite superhero?
I think it's a great question. My favorite superhero, you know, I go to some of those movies. Man, you know, it's not really what one would I want to be. It's like you would have to help me. I like the superhero, the guy he's real big. He's kind of like a monster.
Hulk?
Not Hulk. He's a newer superhero. He's in the movies. What are those movies?
Guardian of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I like the one guy that takes the hammer and he bang.
Thor?
Thor, that's cool too. Those are good. Yeah. So I like all superheroes. I'd like, you know, it's like when you pick the superhero, which one do you want? Do you want one that's nice and has power? I like the girl. What's her name? The
Gamora from Guardians of the
the girl with the whip.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. I like Wonder Woman. She's good looking too.
So as you tell them, Switcher, I like Flash.
Oh, I love Flash. You can fly. High five. I like Flash.
Thank you.
Thank you for being so nice. You're going to be big. You're going to be famous because it's very hard to interview people and know what you're going to ask. So when I interview people, I'm always thinking, what am I going to ask them next? You did really good. You're talented, and you're going to go a long way.
Thank you. I'm sorry about the wait. It wouldn't last.
Nah, don't worry about that.